Adapad has made more than a 200x since its IDO. Now it's launching its first exclusive IDO, which is a highly anticipated Cardano DEX. What's up, my name is Caroline and this is Wealth in Progress, where you'll learn how to make passive income with cryptocurrencies. In this video, I'll show you how to participate in the upcoming Adapad IDO for Astroswap. This is another IDO backed by Bluezilla, and that alone is a killer selling point, as the past few IDOs that have been backed by them have always made at least a 60x and usually more, something along the lines of 100 to 200x. Adapad has been one of the recent ones, and as I've told you earlier, that has had a 200x since its launch. Now, of course, none of this is financial advice. This is simply for informational and educational purposes. I'm only showing you how to buy Adapad and how to participate in the Astro Swap, but definitely only invest money that you can afford to lose. If you'd like to get information on gems such as this one and such as Teddy Cash much earlier, then consider joining the DeFi Academy. This is where we share gems much earlier than here on YouTube. Plus, you also get access to Kieran's airdrop picks, and you also get access to our whole portfolio and all of our trades. So if this is something you're interested in, go down to the description and subscribe to my newsletter to get all the information about how you can join the DeFi Academy as well. Alright, so I'm now on Adapad's homepage. I'll leave that link in the description so you can just go there. So first of all, you can see you can buy it on Uniswap and on PancakeSwap. I'll show you today how to buy it on PancakeSwap because this is much cheaper. Now, there are two important things that you need to note. So first of all, you need to stake your Adapad, a certain amount of Adapad, to be allowed to participate in the IDO. So that's how all the IDO platforms work, how all the launch pads work. But what's different is if we scroll down here, you see that there's an early unstaking fee, and that is pretty high. So the early unstaking fee is 25%, and that's a burn fee, so that will be burned. And that is if you want to unstake your coins earlier than the 8-week period that is predetermined. So actually, if you stake your Adapad, you have to stake it for 8 weeks, and then you can unstake it without a fee. If you want to unstake earlier, then there is a fee that is up to 25%. I'll show you the details a little later, but this is something that is very important to keep in mind. There will be a fee if you decide to unstake immediately after the IDO. Now, the good thing about this is that it is unlikely that the price will drop dramatically immediately after the IDO has launched. That is what often happens on other launch pads, that people immediately sell their token and then it drops immediately. This is unlikely to happen because very few people will probably want to pay that 25% fee, and they will rather hold it for a little longer. Now, the second thing you need to know is that there's also a 10% sell fee. So whenever you sell tokens, then there is a 10% sell fee. Okay, so these are the fees. It's just very important to know what you're getting yourself into. You see there are some very high fees, and the project really wants people to hold the tokens for a longer period, not just for one IDO. Now, if we scroll down here, we'll get to the tiers. That's the second important part. So they have a lottery. So these are those different tiers for the lottery. So you get tickets, and then you either get chosen or you don't. And then they also have 3 guaranteed tiers. The lowest one is 25,000 Adapad that you need to have staked. Alright, with that out of the way, let's quickly look at Astroswap. So this is their website, and to be honest, there's not that much on here, and if it wasn't an IDO that was backed by Bluezilla, I'm not sure if I would invest. So just a quick warning here, this is extremely risky. IDOs in general are very, very risky. That's why I'm always saying only invest money that you can definitely afford to lose. Now, there are two main reasons why I'd like to invest in that. Number one, it's backed by Bluezilla. If we look at their history of IDOs, they're performing extremely well, or they have been performing extremely well so far. The other one is that they will have an extremely low initial market cap. So as all of those Bluezilla IDOs, they always start with a very, very small initial market cap. And as you can see, I mean, just getting to 12 million would already be 100x. And 12 million is nothing in the current crypto space. So these are the main things that really draw me in here. Also, the price is very low, and that's just a psychological thing. Usually people like to buy into cent coins, into coins that are just a few cents, and then they hope that it will go to $1 or something like that. Other than that, well, the tokenomics are, kind of okay, but what I don't see here is the vesting period. So again, this will be probably something more like a quick flip for me, so I won't hold that forever. Probably so there will be probably a vesting period for people participating in the IDO, but I probably will sell at least part of it pretty early on. So this is what you need to keep in mind. This is what it looks like. I think this has some very good short-term potential, 100x, 200x, something along those lines. I'm not sure about the long term. I will have to see what they come up with in the long term. All right, now I'll show you how to buy Adapad, how to stake it, and what else you need to be ready to participate for the IDO. Now I'll only buy a very small amount of Adapad just to show you, so that's just for demonstration purposes. This won't be enough to participate in the IDO. But for this purpose, I'll just swap 0.1 BNB. Once you're good with that, you can click on swap and then confirm swap. Then we'll open up your MetaMask. You need to confirm that as well, and then that should go through. All right, so now that has been confirmed. Now we can go back to Adapad and you can now click on staking. So here you see all the information. So you see how many stakers there are, the number of Adapad that are staked, and the APY. So that's a cool thing. You have to stake it for a long time, but you get a pretty good APY. So that's a really nice thing as well. First of all, what you need to do is you need to connect your MetaMask wallet. By the way, if you've never used MetaMask or PancakeSwap before, I have tutorials about that. I'll leave it on top of my head, so check that out as well. But once you're fine with that, you can click on Connect Wallet, then click MetaMask. So you connect with MetaMask. And then you also need to confirm the Adapad account, so you connect that as well. And now you see we're connected here. So down here it has some instructions what you need to have ready in order to stake. So you need to be connected to MetaMask, you need to have Adapad available. You can see I have a current balance of 51 Adapad. Then you also need some BNB to pay the fees. This currently works on the Binance Smart Chain, so you'll pay the fees with BNB. And what you also see is that you can't have a current unstake or withdrawal request. So if you have that, then you can't stake again. So if you want to unstake, then you can't immediately restake. All right, so once that's good, you can click on I have read the terms and conditions, then click on next. Then you need to enter the amount of Adapad that you want to stake. So for this example, I'll just choose max. Then you click on next. And now there will be two things that you have to authorize in your MetaMask. So first of all, pre-authorization, and then for the transaction itself. So I'll click on next again. Then you need to confirm that in MetaMask. You also see the fee, so that's very, very low. I still have enough for that, that's good. Okay, that's great. And then we need to confirm that. So again, we'll click on next. We will open up my MetaMask again. I confirm that as well. All right, cool. So I can close that. And now you can see that this has been a success. My tokens are now staked. Okay, so you can click on done. Now, what I want to show you as well is the exact unstaking fees. So if we click on unstaking here, then you see the exact fees. So that's what I've mentioned earlier. If you want to unstake immediately after the IDO has passed, it will be a 25% fee, which is pretty high. You can avoid that fee by waiting 8 weeks, and then they have different fees for in between. So for instance, if you want to unstake after 2 weeks or after like 2.5 weeks, then the fee will only be 15%, and then it will gradually go down. All right, now one more important step that you need to take is KYC. So if we go to Adapad's Medium page, I'll also leave that link in the description, then you see the Adapad KYC process. So that walks you through all that you need to do step by step. And what's the first important part is that you need to have at least 2,000 Adapad tokens staked in order to even see that KYC button. So I can't show you that right now, but it really walks you through everything that you need to do. It's very basic KYC process. So you can just go through that article. Now what you also need to do is, if we go back to the tiers, then you see that for all the tiers except for the silver and gold, except for the highest ones, all the other tiers need to complete the whitelist requirements. So they've actually made this tweet on October 4th, and you see here, so you have to enter your email address and BSC address, and then you also need to, what does it say? You need to like, comment, and retweet. So they might They might make another post, another Twitter post for that, or in their Telegram, so make sure to check that as well, so that you see what exactly you need to like, comment and retweet, and what you need to do to fulfill those whitelist requirements. Alright, so that's how you can participate in the Astroswap IDO that is happening tomorrow on October 7th. So this is how to buy Adapad, how to stake, and how to participate. Again, keep in mind this is very, very risky, plus you have the very high fees if you want to unstake it, and even if you want to sell Adapad. So you need to keep all of that in mind and then make your own decision if you want to participate in that IDO or not. If you like this video, hit the like button down below, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!